Hey guys, what's up? T&E or Shade here, or really whatever you want to call me, except maybe doo-doo head or something like that. Something childish, yeah, I'd prefer not. But I mean, who really cares? As long as you enjoy my content, it's all fine and dandy until somebody gets hurt. So, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new or if you are older to this and you just finally see that I've uploaded again, I'm glad to see that I still have a couple subscribers. I think I lost about 20 or so. But I mean, whatever, I still have some subscribers and I'm still happy for that, to have subscribers. And first off, I want to say that I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading videos in a while. I pretty much lost all my inspiration to make videos, but I have regained my inspiration and I am really happy / excited for that. So I want to inform you guys on a couple of cool things that have happened to me, and one is that I have an Xbox now. I got an Xbox just recently and I have it all hooked up, and I only play MW2 though because that's the only game that I have for any of the Call of Duties. The other things I have just like some of the simpler games or the silly games, like I think I have Wipeout and a couple other things, a couple other movies, but fail, a couple other movies I make games. Such a retard. But one of the negative things is that I can't record any Xbox gameplays because I need, I think, 2 more HDMI cables that I don't have, and then I need to go to Best Buy and buy. Best Buy, yeah, see what that is? Tongue twister right there. Say that 5 times fast. So basically I have to go and spend $20 to be able to record for the Xbox, and I'm willing to do that because if I'm willing to get big and if I want to get big, I'm gonna have to take some risks to get big. So I'm really hoping for that. And also I got a background done that says Shade in the background of my channel. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I got that done maybe like a week ago. His gamer tag is Avalon, but his channel is Avalon HD, I believe, and he's starting a clan called PQ. I think that they have 800 or 900 subs, so go check them out. And I think they're PQ clan, something like that. PQ clan, yeah, that sounds right. So check them out. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much the main things that have happened to me lately. But I do want to talk to you guys about something real quick, and that is friends. Because recently one of my friends moved away, and that's pretty upsetting for me because he was one of my best friends. And I mean, I didn't have anybody else to hang out with after that, and it's just a real bummer that he moved. I would have done anything to have him stay an extra couple days, and that sounds really weird, I guess, but I mean, we were really good friends. He was the first one that I actually became friends with when I first moved here, and he basically, I guess, I'm going to use the analogy of took me in, meaning he became friends with me willingly, not, oh my gosh, I had to be friends with this new kid because his teacher asked me to. So he became friends with me willingly, and it turned out to be a really good friendship, and we turned out to be, I'd like to say, best friends. So after he moved, I began hanging out with the popular or the cool kids, and they weren't really all that cool in my opinion, but I mean, I guess some of the girls and things liked the cool kids in abbreviations. They liked them, so I guess, I mean, whatever. If they'll get us the ladies, then we'll hang out with them. So I hung out with them for probably about 2 weeks, not too often after school, but we did every once in a while, and they actually turned out to be pretty cool people, until I met Phil. I'm going to say Phil is my new friend. He's very odd. He's very unique, very, I don't want to say laid back, but he has a good sense of humor. He's pretty smart, and a lot of people like him, and a lot of other people don't. But I mean, it's all about how you want to think of things. So I met him. I met Phil, and Phil hated. I'm not gonna say hated. He disliked the two popular kids that I was hanging out with. So I pretty much quit hanging out with them because it didn't really matter to me. I'd rather give away two whatever friends for good friends, like Phil is. Even though now I found out what's that Phil, I guess, what I think, he doesn't really like me as much as I thought. He We used to hang out a lot, and I like to say that I've changed a little bit hanging around with Phil. So maybe he doesn't like me as much now that I'm starting to act a little different. I don't know, but I mean, I still enjoy hanging out with him, but you could just kind of tell when a person doesn't want to hang out with you, like a couple signs, or maybe when like you're talking to somebody and then they just kind of walk away and talk to somebody else, meaning like not rudely, you're just kind of be like, hold on 1 second, then walk away and talk to somebody else, and then don't come back and talk to you. Or maybe when you're getting a drink of water from the water fountain as you're going to your next class, and then they kind of walk off with another person instead of waiting for you after you've waited for them. Just kind of things like that. You could kind of tell when a person doesn't really want to be around you and hang out with you. Just a couple signs he was throwing out there. And I mean, I thought that we were really good friends, but I understand that I've changed. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's all his fault. That he just doesn't like me because he's ignorant. So I mean, I don't want to throw off any things like that, but later on, I realized that the popular kids that I was hanging out with had changed me in a terribly negative way, and they put a terrible change on my attitude. They made it very negative, and they made my self-confidence go down majorly. But when I was hanging out with Phil, he made my self-confidence go up. I guess he brought new friends that would hang out with me. I don't want to say complimented me, but he picked me up when I was upset. Things like that, just things that a normal friend would do. He did those when the popular kids kind of were like, whatever, I don't really care what you do or anything like that. And then I realized that they got in trouble a lot, and that the popular kids were like terrible troublemakers, even though I knew that they were. But I started getting in trouble more when I was hanging out with these people, and I've pretty much decided that it was a really good idea that I kept hanging out with Phil instead of the popular kids, because they were ruining my rep, I'm gonna say. Because I'm a pretty good student. I'd like to say I get pretty good grades, and most of my teachers like me. But when I started hanging out with the popular kids, I began getting in trouble, and most of the teachers began to dislike me, and that's just terrible when school is just terrible for me. So it's gotten a lot better though now that I'm hanging out with the other person, even though he's goofy and the class clown. The teachers like him more than the popular kids, like to say. And I really want you guys to think on who your true friends are, because your true friends are people that want to hang out with you whenever you're up to it, and that they'll always be there for you when they're going to be standing there at the corner when you asked them to stand there, and that they're not just going to show you up while you're waiting there for 2 hours, or that they'll actually do something when they say that they're going to do it, instead of just completely blow you off, or they won't come hang out with you because they're talking to somebody else, to another person. I mean, just kind of things like that. I really want you guys to think about that and see who your true friends are, to see maybe if you're being, I guess, your eyes are closed in a way so that you're not really understands everything, and how maybe some people don't like you as much as you thought that they did. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this commentary, and I know it wasn't really deep or anything, but I guess I really wanted to cover this because I just felt that it was personal to me. So I hope that you guys enjoy.